the event that, Joe Biden is like, I don't swim. As long as I can swim, I can't swim against this tide anymore. I do think the vice president is the only natural choice. From what I have heard from folks, there's a lot of concern from DNC members about the money and what could be raised. I have heard from people that said, well, I don't think the vice president can win. What does it say to the base of the Democratic Party apparatus that a Black woman can be vice president of the United States of America, but she cannot have the top job? There's just something about it that says she can't do the work, even though she's been doing the work. It was Vice President Harris that went to the Munich Security Conference and gave a rousing rallying cry and warned our European allies about what was to happen and how the United States was going to lead. I don't understand it, Mika, this conversation about anybody other than the vice president. If, in fact, Joe Biden can't swim against the tide anymore, it would behoove him, I think, to come out strongly and say what he has been saying. Every time he's been asked about the vice president in the last week, he said, I think she can be president. So Joe Biden should say, in my opinion, if you want me out, you need to show me a plan to make sure it's her. In the event that
Hey, cousins, good morning. So I did the video yesterday, why not Kamala Harris? And I tell you why, all the reasons why Democrats are like, well, who else can we use? And I did that article from Newsmax yesterday. I know a lot of you are saying it's not whatever. It is an article. It's a video that is out there, that is on YouTube, that is on TV. Okay. That rumors are saying if President Joe Biden drops out as the nominee for 2024, he will not endorse Kamala. We don't know if that's going to happen. I was watching his election president, and she said Joe Biden is not dropping out. He's coming back full force. We know that Joe Biden has been pressured by the powers that be, not Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, and we already know the Black people are pulling for Harris. So this morning, my video is the case for Harris, right? If President Joe Biden decides he's not running for the 2024, because everybody's saying he cannot win, the polls are saying he cannot win. I even saw a video yesterday, an article where he said if his doctors tell him he has a medical issue, he can't run, then he'll step down. The rightful thing, if President Joe Biden drops out, then VP Harris is the heir apparent to the Democratic Party. The problem with that is Harris is not VP because, she can be president, or she's just this great, wonderful woman. I don't even know how she made it through law school. Well, we know how she made it through law school. We know how she made it through law school. Okay. We know how. So I'm going to read an article, 5 reasons Kamala Harris is probably in if Biden drops out. The problem with that is everybody's asking who's going to replace, and nobody's saying Kamala, even though she is the rightful heir to the Democratic Party if President Biden decides to drop out. So be sure to watch the video I did. So I'm going to read this article, and then I'm going to show you all the names that are being called who could possibly run if they have an open convention. The video I did yesterday, I explained what an open convention is. So what President Biden is supposed to do, because Harris is the VP, if he decides not to run for 2024, he is supposed to tap Harris and give her all his delegates, right? She's the only one that can use that war chest of $200 million. How much Trump got? Let's see how much Trump got. Trump probably got a billion. Trump war chest for 2024. How much money Trump got? Trump. Why isn't this okay, July 2nd. Oh, shoot. Bloomberg, Trump raises $331 million in a quarter, topping Biden. Child, please. If Biden only got $200,000 and Trump raised 331 million in a quarter. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, so we're going to read this article, and then I'm going to show you who they are thinking can replace Biden. I did think about the governor of Maryland, but I don't know him. I don't know him very well. I don't know what he stands for. So I need to read up on him. Okay. So you see Small Sanders here, which is an MSNBC person that goes on MSNBC, you know, all the time. And she's saying like she don't understand this talk about why not Harris? Like if Biden doesn't run, of course it should be Harris. But boo-boo, the people in the party, the higher ups that be, know why Harris is VP. Not because she can do anything, not because she can beat Trump, not because she can be president. That's why they're in such disarray, because they're like, oh my God, if not Biden, then who? They done jumped over the VP. So the case for Harris, okay? Now, I don't care for Harris. Never liked her. Never liked her. Don't care for her. She ain't getting none of my money. Joe Biden wrote me a letter talking about, can I donate? I told my husband, I said, why is Joe Biden writing me? Where is my letter Joe Biden wrote asking me to donate? Okay, so this article is by Axio, I think. 5 reasons Kamala Harris is probably in if Biden drops out. Let's take that down. So let's see. Reason number 1. I'm not going to read. I'm going to just read and explain what they mean. Okay. The top Democrats are convinced President Biden is likely to step aside as early as this weekend to make way for another Democratic presidential nominee. Notice they didn't say make way for Vice President Harris, right? Let's read that again. Oh, good morning, cousin. Happy Saturday. I am up early. I'm up early because I get up early anyways, but I'm doing this video early because we have a 10 a.m. showing for the house. We saw that it looks beautiful and wonderful. It sits on 2 plots. It has a beautiful big backyard and a porch where little Michael and Lexi could ride their bikes. It's a basketball thing. Girl, it is central air, 3 floor. On the 2nd floor, everybody will get their bathroom. I will have my own bathroom. Big Mike will have his own bathroom. Little Michael will have his own bathroom. And Lexi would have her own bathroom on the 3rd floor. Problem is, girl, it's $1 million house and $14,000 a year in taxes. Girl, ain't nobody gonna do that. Ain't gonna do that. Okay. But we still gonna go look at it. The money's not the problem. $1 million is not the problem. It's the taxes starting out at $14,000 a year. And considering we are an older couple, so the house is really for the kids. It's like, who want to be burdened down with $14,000 a year in taxes starting out? Do you see all those people down south losing their houses who bought the new construction houses and their taxes have doubled and they're filing for bankruptcy and selling that? Girl, but we still want to go look at it. So my husband told the realtor yesterday, well, if my wife falls in love with it, we'll get it. And I'm like, no, we won't. No, we won't. My husband is, you want it, I'm gonna buy it. Me, I'm like, no, we're not gonna get that. But anyways, that's why I'm up. I'm up early and my class is pushed back today. Okay, so notice, top Democrats are convinced President Biden is likely to step aside as early as this weekend to make way for another Democratic presidential nominee. Shouldn't that say, oh, y'all wasn't saying, shouldn't that say Harris? Shouldn't that say Harris? Shouldn't it say he's going to step aside for Harris, right? Why it matters. If he does, Democrats will be forced to make a swift decision that will determine the fate and the future of the party for 2024 and beyond. The big picture, there is a movement underway among some Democrats officials and operatives to bypass Harris as Biden's successor. Did y'all see that? Let me read that again. The big picture. There is a movement underway. Let me highlight it. Among some Democratic officials and operatives to bypass Vice President Harris as Biden's successor, or at least make the nomination a contest rather than a coronation. You know why? Because they know Harris was a pick because she can win and she can be president. That's why. They know Harris was not Biden's choice, that Biden was forced on her. So that's why they're talking about a different nominee, where that line should say Vice President Harris. Democrats should not be trying to find a different nominee other than Vice President Harris because they have a vice president. If the president steps down, the vice president is next in line. But because they know what they did in 2020, they're like, I don't think so. We're going to have an open convention, which should not be because they have a VP. Do y'all understand what I mean? I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying, cousins. This talk about another nominee open convention should not be. If in 2020, Trump decided he wasn't going to run, they were not going to look for a different nominee. Pence would have been next in line. That's why they chose him, because Pence is presidential. He's a statesman. He could be president. Pence was picked because he's a traditional Republican and he can carry the Republican Party. That's not why Harris was picked. Harris was picked for the simple fact that he was blackmailed and threatened to pick her, because if they don't pick her, a black woman, and for the dum-dums in the comments talking about Harris is not black. Okay, she's a woman of color. This is what I don't like about, and thank God for the cousin that brought those up. Y'all act like if you're not this Black Americans, then we're not black. Ma'am, your ancestors were dropped off in the United States. My ancestors were dropped off in Jamaica. We're all black. I don't know this idea, because when I look on the paper, as a matter of fact, I was filling out a paper yesterday. It said race black. It didn't say black African, black American, black Jamaican. It says black. Do you identify as black? So I don't understand y'all talking about she's not black. What is she? Oh, she wasn't born here. She's not. I don't understand. Black is black. Do you think when the cops pull us over, they ask you what kind of black you are? No, when the cops pull you over, they see a trigger. This foolishness about Harris is not black because her daddy's from here, her mom is from here. She looks like a black woman to me. This idea that we can only identify as black because you're Black American ancestors, only Black Americans can identify as black. The foolishness. The Africans, they're not black. When the African brothers and sisters come here and they fill out that paper, do they not check black because it doesn't say Black African? I don't understand. But thank you for the cousin who shouted that out. This foolishness, because you do understand that we're all descendant of slaves, right? Your ancestors was dropped off in America. Mine was dropped off in Jamaica. Some of the ancestors were dropped off in Colombia. My Puerto Rican sister Joali, I tell her all the time, I say, I think we were sisters. I don't believe in reincarnation, But I do believe Joelle and we were sisters in another life. I don't believe in reincarnated, but that's what I say. It's like she's my sister. It's like we just have such a connection that I'm like, Joelle, I think we were sisters or something. So this idea that only Black Americans, descendants of Black American slaves, are Black is ridiculous. Because when you check on the piece of paper, it doesn't say what kind of Black. It doesn't say you're African Black, Jamaican Black, Trinidadian Black, Haitian Black. It says Black. But thank you for the cousin. I gotta give her a book that called that out. She's not Black. What is she? White? What is Harris? Is she not a Black woman? My little boy is lighter than Harris. What are you talking about? My husband has a lighter pigmentation than Harris. And they're Black. My husband is a Black American. And see, this is the wrong time for me to be going on vacation. Did I tell you I'm on vacation next week? This is YouTube vacation. This is the wrong time for me to go on vacation because there's a lot of stuff going. Because there's a lot of foolish. But anyways, let me get back to this article. So y'all be upset at me. But anyways, girl. Okay, they're floating names like Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Pennsylvania Josh Shapiro, or California Governor Gavin Newsom. Now, Governor Gretchen, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this is Whitman, just in case you don't know who Whitman is, okay? Okay, let's see, because I pulled them all up before. Where's Whitman? Nope, that's not her. Tim Mark. Oh, Whitman is up here. Okay, this is Whitman. So they're thinking she could replace Biden, not Harris. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitman, they're thinking she's a possibility for replacing Harris. Now, what my husband said is Harris and Whitman would be a good ticket. See, get Whitmer. I said Whitman. Whitmer can talk. Harris can't. She just what will be is gonna be. Look, listen. I don't know how. I keep saying we don't know how she made it through law school. We know how she made it through law school. We know how she became attorney general. I have to remember. Stop saying that, Janice. You know how she did it, girl. Because I'm listening to her and I'm like, what? Huh? Okay, so they're thinking Whitmer could replace him. Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro. I don't know about Shapiro. Let me know if y'all know who the players are. I don't know. I think Shapiro is risky. Let me know what y'all think. Shapiro, governor. But he is good looking. He's decent looking. He's easy on the eyes. He looks presidential. Okay. My husband and I agree that we don't think he would be a good fit. And we don't think he would be good to be a presidential run. And we don't think he would be good to be vice president. But he looks presidential because, see, Democrats, they have to fall in love. See, if Democrats or Republican, they vote differently. Democrats have to fall in love. Think Kennedy. Think Clinton. Think Obama. Republicans are not like that. Republicans get in line. Here's my garbage can. Republicans, I'm not saying Republican candidates are garbage can. I'm just trying to help you to realize how Republicans and Democrats date differently. Republicans, if you put this in front of them and you say, this is the nominee, they line up, they get in line. They say, oh, that garbage can is our nominee. All right, then we're lining up. Democrats don't vote like that. Biden made it because they was like anybody but Trump. And then, according to the cousins in Texas, it's questionable. I'm just saying what they said, okay? Then they talk about Newsom. Newsom looks presidential. But Newsom is destroying California. But everybody is pushing his name. Newsom looks presidential, right? He's good looking. He looks like a president. The problem is he's destroying California. And the only way for him to come to make it is if Biden taps him, but Biden's probably not going to do that. He's probably going to have the open convention. Okay, so there's a few more names. Let me get back to the article and then I'll read you a few more names, like the governor of Maryland. I thought I don't know him. I got to read up on him, but he probably wouldn't go up against Harris though, because he's a black man, so he wouldn't go up against Harris. But we shall see. Okay, so let's see what else they're saying. Pennsylvania, go Josh Shapiro. California, Governor Newsom. Reality check. There are at least 5 reasons the mission to bypass Harris is unlikely to succeed. Number 1, Biden campaign's war chest, $91 million as of the first filing in June. So he got $91 million. The roughly $150 million held by other Biden aligned entities. So that's the $200 million they're talking about that only Harris can get that money. There is $200 million that only Harris can get. Number 2, Harris, as a Black and Asian American woman, Harris is already a history-making VP. She could be the first woman president. Okay. She's also already in the line of succession, meaning a party that relies on Black women as the core of its support would have to pass over a Black woman to nominate someone else. Party elders, including former DNC chair Donna Brazile, have warned that would cause an uproar. Told Axios Hans Nicholas it could be the kiss of death if they bypass her. The Black women already threatened to blow up the Democratic Party if they bypass Harris. Number 3, expected endorsement. Party heavyweights like Jim Clyburn have already said they'll back Harris if Biden drops. Right. Clyburn was one of the one that went to Biden and told him, you better choose Harris as your VP, or else we gonna tell Black people not to vote for you. Okay. The Obamas, Clintons would likely throw their weight behind Harris, too, particularly if Biden endorses her first. Axios Mike Allen and Jim Vander reported. Number 4, party unity. Senior Democrats have moved very cautiously in their mission to convince Biden to go. Many aren't ready to plunge into the unknown by letting multiple candidates fight it out 1 month before the convention. A convention fight could get ugly fast. Some Democrats and liberal columnists have warned it could even cause a lasting. The DNC's move to finalize virtual roll call. Okay, was it Shapiro who told them to delay the roll call? Legitimacy. The Biden-Harris ticket won 14 million votes and swept the largely uncontested primaries. She's the only potential candidate who can claim to have won her party's backing at the ballot box rather than in a back room or in a convention for back room. Interesting, they would use that word. State of play. Harris skeptic Democrats cite polls that show her hardly fearing far and better than Joe Biden against former President Trump, and there's general skepticism that she's the best candidate to carry the Midwest battlegrounds of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Harris backers argue her recent campaign and media appearances show she'd be a formidable nominee. The bottom line, either way, she's got the inside track. If Biden drops out, even Democrats concerned about her electability will likely fall in line. Okay, so that's what they're saying. Let me tell you a few more names they're dropping. Lord, this is we shall see. It's if you love politics and you're into politics, this is an interesting time anyways. Okay, so let's see a few more names they are calling. Let's see this article by NBC. Who could replace Joe Biden if he drops out of presidential race? That shouldn't even be a question. Okay. Let's see who they are saying. Kamala Harris, of course, they always gonna put her name up there, but I don't understand why. Gavin Newsom, we talked about him. JB Pritzker. I don't really know him. See, for me to know people, I have to listen to them. Follow them, listen to them, hear what they're saying, okay? So let's see what Spitzer. Okay, let's see who this JB. Okay. No, Democrats not going to vote for you, sir. You're on it. You're not very attractive. They're not going to vote for you. You could run as a Republican, but you can't run as a Democrat. Not for no president. Okay, you can run as a Republican, but you can't run as a Democrat for no president. So sorry. Next. Okay, let's see who else they're saying. Tim Walz. Okay, let's see Tim. No, another old man. We don't want you. We don't want you, sir. They're not gonna vote for you. They're not gonna vote for you, sir. You remind them of Biden that you're old and you're old. Okay, let's see who else they're saying. Let's see who else. They are saying Westmore. Westmore, he's the governor of Maryland. Everybody is touting his name. I don't know him. I don't know much about him, so I have to research him. But I think I mentioned his name last week. Was listening to him a little bit just to see what are his policies and so on and so forth. But I think they would probably. I don't think he would go against Harris. I don't think he would, unless they make a backdoor deal, but I don't think Harris is about to step down. He could be her VP, but I don't think as a black man, he would go against Harris. But I do think, sir, Mr. Westmore, that 2028, you're welcome to run against J.D. Vance. I would love to see Westmore 2028 running against Vance because, this is Trump last term. And so Trump would definitely tap the J.D. Vance to be running for president. So in 2028, J.D. Vance will be running for president. So Westmore, that would be an excellent opportunity for you to run for president. If Harris doesn't make it this term, I don't think she's gonna run for president again. Just go sit on down, Harris. Sit on down. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think about what we talked about today. Mark Kelly. Oh, I forgot Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly. Yes, I forgot about him. Good thing I checked that. Mark Kelly is a name floating. Mark Kelly. Yes. Mark Kelly could run. Yes. Mark Kelly. Arizona. He's for Senator of Arizona. He could run. Will he challenge? I think honestly, I think anybody will be open to challenging Harris except West. What's his name? The black guy. I don't think he'll challenge her. I don't think West will challenge Harris, but I think everybody else is open to challenging her because they know how she became VP. I think West, if they push West, he's gonna say no. I don't. He might be her VP. He might sign on to be Harris VP. Two niggas running the country. I don't think so. No, that's not gonna happen. Sorry, I forgot. No, he not gonna be VP either. He not gonna be VP. Okay. West is not gonna challenge Harris, and West is not gonna be VP. Two triggers running the country. I don't think so. It's not gonna happen. I don't think so. It's not gonna happen. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm getting ready to go see this house. Oh, it's so beautiful, girl. It's renovated. Oh, it's so beautiful. The kitchen. Oh my God. You should see the marble island in the kitchen. Beautiful. But I'm gonna go see. Let me know what you think. I am out of the office next week. Out of the YouTube office next week. I might do a video tomorrow on can you be gay and be a Christian. I don't know. If I wake up and I feel like doing it, I will. If not, I won't do it. And then I won't see y'all until maybe the following week. And then the end of August, I'm going on vacation again. Okay. Because you know my baby's birthday is August 6th. Okay. I'm going on vacation for her birthday. Okay. All right, boo-boo. Oh, I wasn't running my banner. I love you. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about what Simone said. Let me know what you think about everything I said. What do you think will happen? Will Biden tap Harris? Will he give her his blessing, or will he say no open convention? If there is an open convention, who do you think would be good to run? Okay. Make sure you have reasons why they can run. It's more than they're black. Oh, he's black. Okay, I love you. I love you. Let me know if you want to show me love and support. Remember, my books are available on Amazon. If you've checked out my books, I have not left me a glowing 5-star review. Be sure to check that out. I absolutely love you. Leah in Me is a free sample. Days for Date is coming very soon. Moments. My husband profile. I have my last course today. I'm going to class today. I'm going to rewrite the class and add some things. And for next year, I don't see myself teaching it again for the rest of the year. It's summer, back to school. Then it's my birthday. Then NaNoWriMo. Yeah, it's not going to happen, but the beginning of next year. Okay. I love you. I love you. Mwah. Talk to you later. Bye.